get you some. Oh yeah. Mate, it's lucky she can cook. Wow! G'day lovelies, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing something nice and simple. Potato gem nachos. Now I'm going to be doing them for one in the air fryer, but you can also do them in the oven in a nice big batch. I've got a barbecue chook that I pulled out the fridge. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull it all apart. Now that I've done that, I'm just going to chop the chicken up a bit smaller, and I'm just going to do enough for one. Now if you're doing it in a big wad of them in the oven, you can leave the chicken a little bit bigger. So if you're doing a big batch in the oven, you may use, say, half a chook, you may use a bit more. It's up to you. That's what I love about these. You can make them any way you want. I'm now going to slice up a spring onion nice and thin. If you're doing a big batch, you probably use 2 or 3 of them. You can serve it with is sour cream with some tomato and cucumber. So I'm going to chop some tomato up really small, and I'm going to chop some cucumber up really small. So if you're going to do a big lot in the oven, you probably use 3 decent sized tomatoes and a full continental cucumber. So I'm just going to chop up a little bit of parsley. That's basically for the photo. So now we'll put them in the fridge until we need them. Now I'm using my NACHOS air fryer. If you're new to the channel, I have done a review on it, and I'll put it at the end of the video. So we want to get our tray and we want to line it with baking paper. If you're doing it in the oven, you want your nice big baking tray, and you definitely want your baking paper. You don't want cheese all over your tray. So now we want to grab a bag of frozen potato gems used with Tassie spuds. A shout out to all my fellow Aussies across the ditch. Love yous to bits. If you're cooking in the oven, just make sure you preheat your oven first and go by the directions on the packet. For the air fryer, I'm going to put them in at 15 minutes at 200 degrees on the French fry setting. I'll write all this down below in the description, just in case I'm confusing you. Sorry, my migraine's just gone away, but I'm just real groggy still. So for the topping, I'm using a mild salsa. You can find them where your potato chips are. And I'm using the Perfect Italiano Perfect Melt 4 cheeses because it was on special. So you can use any cheese you want, but I love the pizza mixed cheeses. They're great for melting. Oh, they smell so good. Alright, now they're ready to go. I'm going to chuck them in a bowl. Now if you were doing them in the oven, once they're cooked, you would leave your oven on and you would push them all together for the next step. Now we'll do the exact same thing. So in a bowl, you want them in a single layer. First up, the cheese. Now we dollop our salsa sauce on. Our salsa sauce. Then our chicken. Our spring onion. A little bit more cheese over the top. Now for the air fryer, I'm going to bang it in the middle shelf on the French fry setting for 3 minutes at 200 degrees. In the oven, you bang it all in there, and you just keep an eye on it, maybe 3 to 5, 6 minutes depending on your oven, until the cheese is all melted. Oh yeah, baby. Seriously, you've got to give this a crack. They are truly amazing. Just remember, if you're doing it in the air fryer, the bowls are going to be hot. Alright, now I'm just going to get little dogs of sour cream and put them over. Sprinkle over some tomato. And some cucumber. Well, there you have it, lovelies, an absolutely moreish dish. You do not need to serve them in such big bowls. They are really filling. I've just done that for the photo. There's enough there for at least 2. And you need to serve them straight away. Thank you so very much for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful night, and I'll see you soon. Toodles.